Hi guys, so today I'm at Rathmacknee Castle, Church and Graveyard, and it's just outside Killinick in Wexford. And we'll just make our way up near to the church and have a look at some headstones. We have some tombs. And I can't read any of those. And there's literally grave after grave after grave here. But what I'm going to do first is go straight into the church. And then we'll have a look at some graves and see if we can name anybody. And that was actually a pigeon, and it frightened the heart out of me, but we'll keep going and have a look at what's left. And actually just behind Rathmacknee Castle, but it's actually occupied. There's a family that lives there. It's fantastic. So this is the inside of the church. And have a look at the floor. That's still here. And the tiles. And I'm not sure what that was, but it looks like a fireplace. Or what was a fireplace. So we'll go outside now and have a look at some headstones. And we take a walk over here first. And this was erected in the memory of James Taylor of St George's in the East London, chief engineer of SS Surrey's, who was lost on Carnsore Point on November the 10th, 1866, and he was just 42 years old. So that's James Taylor. And there's some lovely detail at the top of this one. Let's see if we can read it at all. I think it's Henry Brown. 1850 I think it is, and his wife Hannah is there, and she died in 1876, and their son 1876, he died in 1876. So I'm going to walk down here and we'll make our way back up then. There's the castle again. This is Catherine Maria Armstrong, died February the 10th, 1872. For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ shall all be made alive. We have more tombs along here. Wow, look at this. There's a bit of hay in there. William Morris, who departed his life, that's 1791, age 75. I think that's 1830, but no name. A lot of these, with time, have lost all details from their headstones. But just us being here, we'll remember them. So the ruins of this church in Rathmacknee was actually built in 1812. And the graveyard is actually a site much earlier, and it was dedicated to Martin of Tours, Saint Martin of Tours. So the gravestones are very old, and a lot of them you can't read. So I've just come across this one, and it's in loving memory of Peter Hughes, Churchlands May Glass, and he died July 1935, aged 73. His grandson's Thomas died in 1968, aged 41, and James Hughes is interred in Tom Haggard, died in infancy, the 26th of August 1955. And we have a photo, and it's absolutely brilliant to see this. So that's Peter Hughes, and I've just spotted these. And these are medieval grave slabs. And you can see the cross at the top, and it runs all the way down to the base. And there is writing there, but I'm not going to be able to read it. And then beside it we have another one. So this just shows how old this graveyard is. And there's 1791, I think it is. And the writing here is just about all gone, but we have Gregory Kelly here, who died in 1962, aged 69, and his wife Elizabeth, who died in 1971, aged 84. And straight away I can see here 1776. No, I can't make out the name on that. There's an 1807 there as well, and I think that's Elizabeth. And this is Michael Fortune. Michael died September 1793 or 83 there down at the bottom. We have this tomb. Straight away I can see 1811, age 31. And it's William. And there's Eleanor there as well. And this is Patrick, and I think it's Fortune, and that's 1786, age 77. Mary had departed this life 1814, age 65, and her daughter Bridget, and she died 1841, aged just 24, and her husband, who died in 1829. And I think that's cousins, and this is cousins as well. His wife, can't read her first name, and I think that's 1918. And Edmund Cousins, who died in 19, maybe 1835, I think. We've Thomas Clancy here, but no date. (1783). I think this is the Clancy plot. There's an 1805 there. Mary, is it? And a Richard Clancy, 1814. (1899). And this is Clancy as well. So, old graves but extremely hard to read, these ones. We have the Iron Cross here. My dear husband, Patrick Doyle, who died September the 6th, 1906, aged 42. And I'm shocked at how many of the headstones can't be read at all. Lovely little cross. And beside the cross we have James Scallon, monument place, who departed this life the 5th of April 1820, aged 49. Also his wife Catherine Scallon, who departed this life the 24th of February 1852, aged 74. Also their son Michael Scallon, who departed this life April the 16th, 1820, aged just 16 years. And her daughter, I think it's Joanna Scallon, she died in 1829. So I'm presuming that's a new headstone that was replaced. So this is James Walsh, erected by James Walsh in memory of his wife Sarah Walsh, who departed this life, May the 27th, 1884. And she was 78. Also her sister Mary Keegan, who departed this life March the 15th, 1877, aged just 48. And it's a beautiful Thursday evening, and might hear a few cars going by on the road, but it is really peaceful and quiet. And that gorgeous sun coming down. But it's such a pity that the majority of the headstones here just can't be read. It's like time has completely washed away their names. Here's Bridget. Bridget died June 1916, aged 61. Her son William, who died in 1922. Her husband John died in 1932. John's sister Marianne, 1938, aged 48, and also David Fortune, son of Bridget and John, who died 1968, aged 76. And there's a 1799 there. John, maybe Fortune. Not sure if these are markers or parts of tombs or what. Ellen Hickey from Wexford, who died September the 15th, 1924, aged 49, and her husband Michael, who died April the 13th, 1941, and he was 82. This is Anastasia, I think. 1856. And William Redmond, who died March the 30th, 1915, and he was just 22. So William was very young. And I would think that there was once a statue in there, but it's gone. And I can see this one is the same. And with Patrick Doolan, it died 1906, age 66. And Richard Cullen, who died the 21st of October 1921, aged 83. And also Mary Cullen, who died the 20th of October 1926, aged 90. And that's more or less it, guys, because there's just nothing that can be read around most of these headstones, unfortunately. And this was Church of Ireland. And tucked away in a corner, I found this. And I think it's an anchor and lilies. And it's Sophia Davis, who died March the 27th, 1911, and she was 70. So this is Miss Catherine Burke, who died April the 29th, 1854, and Mrs. Louisa Jane Mullay, who died May 10th, 1857, both of Ballyregan in this county. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord, for they rest from their labours. And we have this empty plot. I'm not sure if there's somebody in there, and the headstone was never left, or it's just empty. So guys, a bit disappointing that we couldn't read many of the headstones. But here on the way out, we have John Seeley and his wife. And John was from Dundrum in Dublin. And he departed his life the 27th, 1910. And his wife Margaret Seeley, who fell asleep July 1920, aged 82. Until the day break and the shadows flee away. And we have Richard here, Seeley, fell asleep 1922, aged 53, and his grandson John, infant son of Cecil and Margaret Miller, 1936. And Winifred Mary Seal, wife of Richard, June. And I think that's 1959. In loving memory of Fanny Louisa Timpson, who died November the 9th, 1903, and her husband, I think that's James. He died in 1934 and he was 90. And there's Martha, maybe, Jane, May the 12th, and I'd say that's 1952 maybe. So guys, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. God bless.